It's Week 11 of the 2024 season, and we've got the Vikings' superstar running back. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Vikings and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Now a play fake here on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh. Trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player of the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
They go play action with Jackson. Short throw caught by Pitts. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 2nd and 2. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They run on first down with Jackson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Titan defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1.
The pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. To the right side and intercepted. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got Jackson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 10.
They run again with Jackson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
2nd and 10. An option handoff given to Harris.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Now he's flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Vikings head out to take over once again.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Short throw caught by Bowers. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now it's Jackson. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Traquan Smith, 27 yards. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because part of the game, offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
Let's go. Shot alert. Roll.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
He finds his man complete. It's Holt.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Back to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry for Harris. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 10 yards out.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. But the Vikings offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better
and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the draw, here's Jackson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the gun, Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Jones now in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Back now in Nashville. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again is Jackson. There he is again. Another catch for Julio Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Caught by Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still...
Touchdown! Julio Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
On the slant, it's Fant.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw.
Going right back to Fant.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Jackson now. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Now 2nd and 3.
On the draw, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
That's caught by Johnson.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Jackson. Complete to Jones. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give. It's Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Jackson to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now the Titans down by 8, 23 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well. He's back to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings' speedy running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's Elway.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Off the play fake, Elway.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Elway. And it's caught. Touchdown Bears. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
You look at this Bears defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Right back to Pitts again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 4 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Cook again.
Gets by him at the 25. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal fouls. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
In motion left goes Jones. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's 3rd down and 4. Now Jackson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw here's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Jones has it. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Elway to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Jackson Smith-Njigba with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jackson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Jackson now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So thanks to the halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down after after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Lamar changing the play. Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run again with Jackson.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's caught by Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
2nd down and 8. Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Now Elway.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Elway.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Jackson. Caught by Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
No, we changed it. You. You at Report.
In motion, Hill. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion left, Hill. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is Elway.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This complete to Jones. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Now Lamar changing the look.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, it's Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Jackson. Complete to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Jackson will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Elway will throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session
their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up
13.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go play action with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Elway.
That pass complete to Moore.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Out of the gun, Elway.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Here's Elway to throw. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Here's Elway.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.